All right, guys, we have some crypto breaking news that we need to talk about. And it's not just a rumor because usually when this does happen, we do get the full announcement to come shortly after. So, in this video, we're going to be talking about the replacement for Gary Gensler. We're going to be talking about the overall market in crypto right now, as well as kind of my thoughts as we get into this intraday as we look into the markets. All right. So, for those of you that do not know me, I'm Mark. Thanks for all stopping by my channel. If you are new, I appreciate if you guys would all consider subscribing right down below. Something you have to remember about that, it's totally free to do so. Okay. It doesn't cost you a penny. All it does is let YouTube know that you like what I'm talking about, and it keeps you informed what's going on with this $3.44 trillion market cap as we speak. Okay, so let's get into it. Before we get a little further down, make sure you all remember that this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence, but let's hit it. All right. Now, the biggest thing going right now is the fact that Bitcoin has been consolidating a little bit in the $95,000 range. A couple thousand up, a couple thousand down, but for all intents and purposes, it looks like 100K is that psychological threshold that just seemingly looks to be a blip in the radar if you truly believe that Bitcoin is going to where it's supposed to go, okay? But let's get into kind of the conversation right now that we want to have, and this is in regards to the breaking crypto news as Trump seemingly has picked his pro-crypto chair for the SEC. Now, this will be Paul Atkins. Now, why is this so important? Okay, well, to put in perspective, all of the cabinet members, for the most part, that have anything to do with finance, is including the Department of Government Efficiency, co-opted by Elon Musk and Vivek. Okay, those are all people that kind of have their hand into the game when we talk crypto, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Now, if we look into the markets, you can see it's been an insane day for a lot of cryptos out there. Just to refresh, to give you that more up-to-date visual, so to speak, a lot of the cryptos in the top 100 are in double digits, okay? And one important thing that you guys need to look at is the kind of the altcoin chart that I do have a graphic. I'm not going to pull it up for you in this video, but we will do it in future videos where you can kind of see which altcoins are next, okay? Now, I'm going to share with you that because I do feel like, right, Bitcoin has been outperforming, okay? But there's a lot of cryptos, including XRP, Cardano, Sui, just to name a couple along the road that I do talk about, that I do hold. Those are all cryptos that I have my eye on. Now, the reason why I say this is there's a lot of cryptos that are due, and that's why you have to watch me here, because I do talk about these every single day. And we're going to pull that up in a future video where I will show you the altcoins that will be next, okay? But we're not going to get into that, so to speak, because I wanted to just kind of share the Paul Atkins conversation. And this is where the supporting of crypto is why it's most important, okay? Now, this was something where Unchained Crypto reported on Tuesday, citing 3 sources familiar with the matter, waiting just for Atkins to confirm whether or not he will accept the offer. If he chooses to accept, it will be up to Trump to select another candidate for the role. Excuse me. If he does not accept this, okay? If he does accept it, then the nomination will be subject to Senate confirmation, which seemingly will be just a formality along the way, okay? What's important about this is Atkins served as SEC commissioner during the George W. Bush administration. He's actively supported the crypto sector since his departure. And since 2017, he has been co-chair of the Token Alliance at the Digital Chamber of Commerce and has been advising digital finance firms on regulatory matters through his consultancy, okay? Now, this has all been done since 2009 through the Potomac Global Partners organization that he has founded back in 2009, okay? Very, very big stuff. Now, this is where I can tell you one thing. He's not doing it for the money, because if he has been co-founding a consultant company to deal with digital finance, that means he probably owns Bitcoin at a very, very low price, okay? Now, this has been the first time that anyone has been a true libertarian and SEC commissioner. That was a unique thing back when he was, part of that George W. Bush regime. Now, the Senate Republicans really respect the tradition of Paul Atkins, so that's something coming out of J.W. Verrett, a George Mason University professor. That's going to be something that we're going to have to look forward to as well, that glaring endorsement for Atkins, okay? We all know kind of how Gary Gensler went in his tenure as chair. He pursued a lot of enforcement actions against cryptocurrency entities. Now, seemingly what Donald Trump is looking to do, and some of the rumors that I did hear, right? Number one would be no tax for digital currency. That would be a huge landfall if that did happen. Next, that would be the next part, okay? And that would be, simply put, that they would just be classified as different, so to speak, okay? I know that's a real bombshell, but just having its own asset category for digital currency would be something monumental for the cryptosphere. And Trump wants to make America great again, okay? He wants to bring jobs into America that are for America, from America. And right now, I can tell you one thing. A lot of people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, talking crypto and dealing with crypto traders regularly, a lot of crypto traders left the United States, okay? They do it for tax kind of freedom. And if you can make, in some form or fashion, not a loophole, but just a avenue, right, where you can basically be who you want to be and not have to worry about regulation, crypto tax, enforcement, all that good stuff, then that does allow for a lot of money and people to come back to the United States, okay? And that's what Trump wants, okay? That's what he's been talking about, and that's what he wants, all right? Now, before this decision has been made, Trump's transition team reached out to crypto industry leaders for their input on the chairperson position. So we can just connect the dots on that one. That would most notably probably be Charles Hoskinson, as well as Brad Garlinghouse in that regard, okay? Trump has also proposed the establishment of the Crypto Advisory Council within a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the United States of government seized crypto assets, okay? That's incredible stuff, okay? It's one thing where I had somebody today ask me, kind of knowing that I do talk about this stuff on the side, not only just being a trader, but they asked me straight up. They said, wouldn't it make sense to short Bitcoin right now? And I told them, well, I can't, A, I'm not a financial advisor, and B, if I was, I still couldn't advise you on that because financial advisors can't, okay? They can in the mindset of ETFs, but shorting Bitcoin, and this is just my personal thoughts, it has nothing to do with financial advice, okay? Shorting Bitcoin is something where we look at the cycles of cryptocurrency and how crypto has went 2017, 2021, and now seemingly 2025, as we do have our altcoin season, our run, Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, all that good stuff. This is something where we don't have precedent on the matter, okay? We don't have precedent. We never had a crypto advisory council. We've never had a pro-crypto regime. Previous cycle, we had to deal with XRP being at the forefront of kind of what's happening in the courthouse, okay? All the crypto entities, especially the United States kind of originated crypto companies, I should say, such as Ripple, all right? They have been crypto companies that have been under the microscope, okay? They have been regulated. They have been kind of held back in a way, suppressed, all those good words that we throw around ever so loosely that, quite frankly, I'm sick of using them. I wish we would just do away with it and let crypto be crypto. This is something where you don't have precedent. We've never had a bull run where the environment and the regulatory mindset was so loose and so pro-crypto that it's going to be something very special. And I don't think, quite frankly, we can understand or fully come into this conversation with any kind of grasp of how big this may be for the magnitude and scale, right? We've talked about some of the big companies such as BlackRock, such as Grayscale, right? All their ETFs talks and all these institutions that are flowing back into crypto. And we've been talking about it for 2+ years. All of this money has just been sitting on the sidelines. Well, guess what's happening, guys? It's ready. It's ready to be deployed. They're ready to get into the game. And I think this is where we're not quite there yet, but we're right on the inside looking further. I think that's right where we're right crossing over that line of demarcation where you're going to look back from now and say probably that you were late to the party or you weren't, all right? Those are just my thoughts, okay? And furthermore, if we want to talk about it, this is something where we look at the kind of betting markets that you can bet on politics through Kalshi. 85% likelihood that Atkins will become the Trump SEC chair and accept the position. So that's what I got for you guys today. I wanted to share with you guys this crypto breaking news. before leaving this video, if you guys do any futures trading, leverage trading, check out my links down below for a couple exchanges that I trade on. If you want to trade with me, these are exchanges that I'm sponsored by. Full disclosure, make sure you guys do your research, due diligence, but there is Margex and a great sign-up bonus with BidFi. If you want to start trading on any one of those exchanges, there are links down below. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on your way out as well. Give me a follow on X if you don't mind, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.